Hey folks, back in the game here. In this video, we're going to open 4 2024 Donruss Optic Football Blasters. Stay tuned. So I got 7 of these the other day. I opened 3 of them already. This will be the other 4. I like this product too much to not open these. Smart guy and just save these, sell them in 5 years or something. We don't do that on this channel. We only do the ripping. So let me open these real quick and I'll get the stack set up and we'll be back to open them in a second. So we'll have a little fun here, see which blaster wins. Really, I'm looking for Bo Nix and Bo Nix parallels, and for anything, that other people might be interested in that I can sell to make a little bit of my money back. We're going to get purple shocks in here, and hopefully some other stuff. We'll see what we get. All right, we have Dotson, Lamb, Josh Allen, captain in charge, and T'Vondre Sweat. So far out of blasters, I've gotten some really nice mems. I got a Caleb Williams 3-color patch to 49 and a Ray Davis 3-color patch to 25. Crazy. Not stuff you'd normally see out of blasters. What I'd really like to see is an uptown or downtown, but we'll see. Crosby, Pacheco, Terry and Arnold on our first purple flash, and Jaheim Bell. Hurst, Burrow, here's a a hollow, doesn't look like a rated rookie. It is Jordan Addison and Nate Wiggins. So the draft happened, not too long ago. It's one of those days where everything is, hope springs eternal in the NFL. Everybody's got a not level playing field, but certainly a brighter outlook on the future coming in the draft. Let me know what you think your team did. How did they do? And what are your hopes for this year? I'll start out as a Broncos fan. Let me get through this pack real quick here first. Nakua Okuda. Whoa, that's a good one right there. Jaden Purple Flash. I think that's by far the best purple flash we've pulled so far. I like that. Very nice. Looks pretty well centered too. See how it looks on the back. A little bit of a rough edge on the top. Probably not gradable, but nice card nonetheless. And then we got Dallas Turner. So the Broncos selected 20th. I had hopes for a couple things. I had hopes that we'd trade up for Genty. Didn't happen, and he went to our bitter rivals, the stupid, ridiculous Raiders. Which is, whatever. We have a mem in this one. Let's do this real quick. So we have a Ladd base. Purple Flash is Eric All. This Tua, and then... So we have a first-year fresh McCaffrey, and that's the blue seismic version. The interesting thing about these is that I have totally noticed that if it's a numbered card, it's a multicolored patch. If it is non-numbered, it's just this napkin single color thing. So I think that's a little bit interesting. I had hopes we'd trade up for Genty. I'm also an Ohio State fan. I had big hopes that we would get Emeka Egbuka or one of the running backs, Henderson or Judkins, with our first pick. I think, would have taken Emeka Egbuka if he'd fallen to us. Unfortunately, the Buccaneers took him at 19 when we picked 20. So a little bit of a bummer there. We took a Texas defensive end, I think. I don't know much about him. We'll see how he turns out. Other than that, I think supposedly we did pretty good with that UCF running back. He's got thighs like Saquon, so we'll see where that gets us. But anyway, let me know how you did, how you think your team did, and we'll talk about it in the comments. Around here, the big news is that the Browns took Shedeur Sanders. My wife is a huge Browns fan. She's not a big fan of A, not taking Travis Hunter, and B, getting Sanders, but we'll see how that turns out. Anyway, Jonnu Smith, Dawson Knox on the hollow, and Blake Corum. All right, so that is our first box. I mean, clearly Jaden Daniels is our best card. I don't know what that's worth currently, but you'll know before I do on the screen there. But certainly something I'm probably going to try and trade off at one of the card shows I go to in the upcoming weeks. Here we go, box 2. All right, so A.J. Brown, Grady Jarrett, passing grade, Caleb Williams, and then Jalen McMillan. I don't think passing grade is a rare insert, not one that let's see, ultra rare, downtowns, downtown duos, uptowns, hash marks. Passing grade. Well, I don't even see it on here. Oh, there it is. Okay, yeah. So it's listed with all the other common inserts. So I think it's not a rare one, but we'll see. So I've been getting almost a mem per box on these blasters. So I think that's pretty good. All right, here's our first purple shock. Harris, Ferguson, Spencer Rattler. I don't know that he's going to get a chance this year, but he might. Certainly, I'm pretty satisfied with 2 purple shot quarterbacks in the first 2 boxes. Quinyon Mitchell. Yeah, I think they're not thinking that he's a long-term anything. I know he started a couple games this year, but I think they did even draft a quarterback, didn't they? They drafted that Louisville dude. I'll have to put that up on the screen. Sky Moore, Monra on the hollow, and Darius Robinson. But, if he's not thought of as the quarterback of the future and a draft pick doesn't work out and Derek Carr's not coming back, he may start a bunch of games. Who knows? Might be a card that somebody would want to buy. Fred Warner, Zach Moss, purple flash coming up, or purple shock, sorry. Jawar Jordan for the Texans, and Latu. 2 packs left in this second box. JSN, I have a feeling he's going to have a big year this year. There's that AR with the really cool picture. I like that. Purple Shock Gould, and Bo Nix base. Woo! I do not have a Bo Nix base Optic. I've got several of them in the Donruss version, and I've certainly got a few of the Optic previews out of Donruss. I've got a pink, and I think I've got a orange laser and an orange disco. I think my orange laser is a PSA 10. I pulled that and got a really good grade on it, so I'm pretty psyched about that. But anyway, it's nice to have that. We have a rated rookie hollow coming up, so that could be good. Otten, Von Miller, Troy Franklin, rated rookie holo. I'll take it. So now I have Franklin and Estime, the two lesser rookies out of last year's draft class in holos, so that's good. Certainly wouldn't mind getting a Bo Nix in that. So I think probably that Nix base is our best card, depending on if Rattler does anything eventually. But I think that's probably our best card. So far box 1 is winning pretty clearly, I think. All right, third box. Hyatt, Chase Brown, Purple Shock Vidal, and Jonah Ellis. I don't know that I have a Jonah Ellis base Optic. I've got some really nice Jonah Ellis cards. I've got an autograph, and I've got a couple of numbered ones actually, so I like that. There, another rated rookie holo. Aaron Rodgers. Let's this is probably not Jaden, but it's a reddish color. Let's just hope. Boom. Jacob Cowing, okay, on the holo. And Xavier Legette. So we didn't get a mem out of that second box, I just realized. All right, Mosley, Lil Jordan Humphrey, Best Tutties, Stroud and Nico Collins, one of the more ridiculous inserts that they make, and Jared Verse. All right, 3 packs left in this third blaster. All right, Goddard, Connor, AJ Barner on the Purple Shock, and Chop Robinson. There's another holo, not a rated rookie. Freiermuth, Deshaun Watson, yeah. Mostert on the holo, and Lassiter on the rated rookie. All right, last pack, second box, third box. I think so far this is the weakest box. I don't think that's really debatable. Let's see if we can get something to change that. Jamal Williams, Kelsey, Braswell on the Purple Shock, and Brock Bauer. So I think the Brock Bauer base is probably our best card. And that was not a great box. Let's move on to box 4. Hey, if you're interested in TCG and non-sports cards, I did recently start a non-sports card channel. It's linked down below if you want to take a look. Zamir White, DJ Moore, Jared Verse on the Purple Shock, and Jawar Jordan. This has a mem in it, I believe. So let's pull from the back. Rattler base. Purple Shock is Chop Robinson. We have the Justin Herbert, and our mem is first year fresh. So you see what I was saying? This is a multicolor. It's actually 3-color, barely 3-color patch. There's just a tiny bit of black there. So this is a 3-color patch. Penix. I'm gonna say this is numbered to 49. Bang! Look at that, 41 of 49. It's like a blue cracked ice, maybe. Let me see if they show it here. This is first year fresh. First year ice, they call it. So that's a great card. That's probably really close to the JD, but maybe not quite there. Herbert, so this probably makes box 2 right now number 2, or box 4 right now number 2. We'll see if we get anything else to bump that up. Derwin James, Tank Dell. We have a rated rookie holo, Chris Braswell. Is that the one we got last box? Nope. And then Ennis Rakestraw Jr. 3 packs left. So out of 7 blasters, we got 3 numbered mems to, ooh, I don't know what that is. Oh, never mind, it's probably not. Anyway, that's 3 numbered mems to 49 or less. That's pretty good. Cooper Kupp, Chris Samuel. This is Hidden Potential Roman Wilson. One of those inserts that makes you question stuff. And then Marshawn Lloyd, just because it's gold colored, it's not numbered. Okay, Mostert and Gibbs, Lassiter on the purple shock, and Cade Stover. All right, last pack coming up. So no uptowns, no downtowns, no duos, none of that stuff, but we did get some really nice, I think we got some really nice stuff. I'm certainly pleased. All right, so we have a holo in this one. Is it a rated rookie? It is not. All right, Ramsey, Buda Baker, Jalen Hyatt on the holo, and Trey Benson. Yeah, so I'm going to call that box 1 is the best, box 2 is second. We're going to call box 2 third, and box 3 fourth. Give me a second. I'm going to go through the hits, and I'll be back in a minute to show them to you. All right, folks, these are hits for 4 2024 Donruss Optic football blaster boxes. So we have this first year fresh ice rookie 3-color patch to 49 for Michael Penix. And we have the blue seismic patch for Luke McCaffrey. For the purple shocks, we have this awesome Jaden Daniels, and we have all Arnold, Gould, Jordan, Lassiter, Robinson, Verse, Braswell, Barner, and Vidal. And then for the rated rookie holos, we have Braswell, Troy Franklin, and then I threw this Amon-Ra in here for some reason because I'm not very smart. So let's just go back here and do, and for the holos, we have Troy Franklin and Chris Braswell. All right, folks, thanks a lot for watching. If you're new here, please click subscribe. I always appreciate a like and a comment on my videos, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks.